cornbread home.
Got it. What?
We're keeping it
Cornbread? I'm going to hang out.
Okay.
Some cornbread we can crack a red
Yeah.
carrot through.
It's like,
I got a couple of other things in the back.
Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go live in 3, 2, 1.
And
It is
here.
official.
We're live.
We're live. We are live.
Cool.
Absolutely. Happy Whiskey Wednesday, everyone. We are
Happy
live
Whiskey
with
Wednesday.
Shots Liquors.
You're the only one with something in your glass.
Well, you will have something in your glass very soon, sir.
Okay,
Wait a
cool.
minute here.
It's Whiskey
As you should.
Wednesday. For sure. And the date is May 7th, 2025.
Absolutely.
Gosh, this is Mother's Day weekend.
Oh my God.
right?
Yeah.
You beautiful ladies out there.
That's right.
The mothers out there. But of course, it is an honor and a pleasure to once again be welcoming Mr. Whiskier himself
Oh,
to Whiskey Wednesday.
Mr.
Isn't it
Beard.
special?
good to be back.
So forgot to do something, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Been a
Yes,
hot minute.
it has.
Was I here in January?
All
I don't remember.
that traveling.
It's been a bit. Yeah, I've been bopping around. Gotta
Right?
gotta do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there we go.
Right. Absolutely. Now
There's the sun.
the sun is.
All right.
Here we are. Perfect lighting, folks.
Absolutely.
We're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy to be back. Brought some things that have come out since I saw you last. So
Yes, you
thought we
have.
could cover some
Awesomeness.
fun whiskeys. Yeah.
Absolutely that. And thank you for doing so. Of course, everybody, Lonzo's back.
Yes, I'm in the building.
Absolutely.
My bottle didn't make the table tonight, folks. We'll just wait another week.
Well, hey,
It's a good one too.
it is a
Stand
good
by.
one. I can't
Stand
wait.
by.
I really can't wait.
Like I said, maybe I'll drink it.
Absolutely. Well, we are coming at you just a little bit earlier today. Shout out to my daughter, Danielle, who has confirmation this evening. Danielle, so proud of you. She'll be graduating from 8th grade.
Nice.
L in a couple weeks now. We'll be graduating from high school. So,
Wow.
a lot of graduations in my family right now. And
It's
lot
a busy time of year for
birthdays
you,
as
man.
well. It's a busy time. But, no way to kind of celebrate this moment than with some whiskey with the fellas, So
Right.
let's get into it.
Cool.
Let's get a water rinse, get started here.
Yeah. I got
Yeah.
a bottle in here for you.
While Bernie's still drinking whiskey from 2 hours
he
ago.
rinses with whiskey. I mean, that's a pro move.
Pro move.
Like Richard Patterson. Just throw a little
I guess you
Scotch
could
in the
say.
glass,
I guess you
roll
could
it
say
around.
he's pre-gaming the podcast.
pre-gaming the podcast. Maybe I did that too today.
But what do we have here first, Drew?
First up, Heaven Hill, the Heritage Collection, right?
Starting with a 19-year.
The 19 year. I know this is the oldest thing on the table, definitely. But this is the fourth edition of these guys. And it's the oldest wheat whiskey Heaven Hill's ever put out. So it's the Bernheim mash bill, coming in at 19 years old. So something we really enjoyed. I think it came out probably in the January time frame, maybe at the end of the year. But yeah, something at Drink Hacker that we checked out and enjoyed. Thought it was kind of unique among wheat whiskeys.
Okay.
Wheat whiskeys you sort of expect to deliver just sort of a lot of sweetness, maybe a little bit of heavy baking spice, some like orchard fruit notes. But this thing has a whole nother dimension at almost 2 decades. So yeah. So we check it out. It is a hundo, which I think all the Heritage Collection bottles come out at 100. But yeah.
Well,
Look at the color on this thing.
I know, right?
Get us poured up and let's get the ticker going as well along the bottom because we are drinking
Ooh, the nose on this is beautiful.
whiskey. Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, man. Wheat whiskey is
This nose is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's this.
All right.
Ollie, you want some? Oliver?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
There you go,
indeed.
man.
There you
Are.
Absolutely. This is brilliant.
That guy runs the show.
I don't control the glassware here in this establishment.
Got my buddy Oliver Thomas in the house. I don't know if that's clean right there. But we'll stand by for one
Stand
moment.
by.
We get so back and we can actually get into this tasting.
Well,
but,
I'll tell you what I think. This definitely needs to open. This is one of the things we sort of learned when we did our review. let this sit for a bit. We're not going to do that too much today, but
Yeah.
we're on a tight timeline. But it's a really fun, like buttery nose.
Yeah. Absolutely. And so this is the brand new 2025
25 release, yeah.
Put that in
Wow, I just had this bottle in my hand a week ago. I'm like,
In your hand.
and
What's
it wasn't for me.
that? Yeah.
But now I get to taste it though. It wasn't for me though.
Good.
Oh, this is beautiful. I get some floral. I got some rose or something.
Yeah.
I'm getting this pink.
Huh. Yeah, like a peppercorn
Some-
kind of.
I'm going like petal. Like
You want to go
pink,
like
floral.
actual florals.
I'm getting a little bit of that.
It's definitely like higher tone and lighter than
Yeah, I'm
you'd
still.
expect from like 2 decades. Cherry, yeah, I could see cherry.
This is the peanut gallery back here.
Fair enough.
I'm still getting.
Shut
I'm
things
still
up.
getting this like this candy and this corn and
Chris Floyd is in the house.
Almost.
Shout him out. Absolutely.
This is a spectator
Well,
sport
dude,
sometimes.
Thank
Yeah.
you for bringing
Cheers.
this.
No doubt.
Thank you
I-
guys. Absolutely.
I
Chris,
am
Oliver,
spoiled.
Oliver,
I am spoiled.
Indeed.
you deserve nothing but the best. So.
Wow.
Appreciate it.
Like this is one, folks, that you don't see often at all.
Hmm.
And
100 proof.
A wheat whiskey.
Yeah.
Well, Lonzo.
Yeah.
No, this isn't.
No,
But folks, this is one of those unicorns for sure.
This is
you know,
different.
you're probably gonna see
Right.
it at
Give full.
I'll say over $500.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere
I think
below
MSRP at like 3 or 4. So
Yeah.
secondary's pushing.
I'm
it
getting
up.
like cherry clove blossom.
Yeah. I see where you're pulling the florals because it's high tone and it's really light
I'm not getting
Like
like,
sorta
this.
effervescent
I'm
on
not
the-
getting like this.
taste.
I'm not getting like this candy or this brown sugar or nothing. Like I'm not getting none of that
There's
at
not a
all.
lot of there's
I'm
not a
getting
lot of
like
bacon spice.
I'm getting like
It's almost kind of popcorny.
Mm. Folks, you see the bottle out and about. This is what it looks like right here.
wow.
Let's get it up on the screen.
It's like this
Wow.
clove
Mm-hmm.
undertone, and it's like it's not really a cinnamon thing going on here. See, it's not really the orchard thing going on. It's just crazy to what I'm. It's not licorice either. I'm trying to
No,
find this
no.
middle part.
Well, what is it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out now. Yeah,
I'm not in your head. I can't figure that out for you. But yeah.
this
I
is
agree with
reminding me of something.
Does it remind you of something?
No, lean in just a little bit. Yeah, that's all.
This is reminding me of something. A dessert, a candy, something.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a creme brulee or something.
No, I'm going more herbal or something more.
Yeah.
Um,
It's definitely unique.
it is
among pretty much anything I've tasted at Heaven Hill
levels.
because it's just not the sort of deeper brown sugar baking spice
Not at all.
kind of wood driven notes that you get with a lot of Heaven Hill, especially older Heaven Hill.
Wow.
And usually you would think of a wheat whiskey soaks up more of that just because it's sort of a simpler mash bill. There's not a lot of flavoring grain in the way.
No, this is way
But
different.
this has gone kind of in a different direction. It's a little like oxidized. It's a little more like effervescent.
This is phenomenal.
You dig it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
But I really like how the age really gives such mature characteristics.
Yeah.
And, you know, usually when you'll have these wheated style bourbons or even wheat whiskeys, you'll notice maybe a little bit more of a luscious creaminess to some of them.
Yeah.
But the oak is there to frame it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that balance between full extraction, some sweeter tones. For me, it's like super approachable, but
Yeah.
there's a little bit of tannins that's there.
yeah.
This one really, those mature flavors, the wood notes really kind of become a little more centered and,
Yeah.
you know, what is that term? Almost a patina-like wood, you know, like that
Okay.
older wood
Yeah,
note.
Wow,
Seasoned kinda.
folks.
Yeah,
That's a
seasoned.
new one for me.
Yeah.
No, man, I've dropped it a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
When I wasn't around, folks, that's what they do.
Weather aged teak.
That
kind of thing.
There you go.
There you go.
Wow.
Absolutely. Like those flavors are interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Well, that's a great way to start the show.
Man,
as
what?
well,
This
I would
is
say,
insane.
Yeah.
right?
I think this is almost worth if I would have picked it up for $500 or $600.
Yeah?
I don't know if I
Cool,
would,
cool.
but I'm saying like
Yeah.
this
Glad
versus
you
a
did it,
Pappy 10. I think I'm picking this up.
Hmm.
This has way more complexity
I'm
than
gonna go
Pappy 10.
Pappy 10 all day long, man.
Ah.
I like it. I think it's super interesting from Heaven Hill. It's cool that things like this are up in the Rick House.
I'll trade you.
If I could come up with one of these,
Yeah, I'll trade
all
you.
right. Well, I mean, but then I gotta pay more for that bottle than I would want to pay for a Pappy 10. Pappy 10's only like $120. Anyway, if you can get it.
This is delicious.
Alonzo, you are enjoying it so much.
Yeah.
I think I will start with you for the rating, sir.
Wow, I'm going to dive in and just jump the rating at it. Wow, I really enjoyed it. I would not want to share it. I'm going 8.5.
Ooh, that's a big so.
It is. I enjoyed it. Like
That's
the
awesome.
complexity is not just the traditional wheat whiskey going on
That's
here.
true.
I'm hiding this on the bar from a lot of people. So yeah, I'm going 8.2 if I had to go low end, but I couldn't go less than 8.2.
Couldn't go less than 8.25.
Kind of Jeffrey Chamberton-esque. Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Lost
He lost his.
Lost his
Fuzzy.
little black toupee. My thoughts. Oh, sorry. Help yourself.
Okay.
You can pour your own water
That's okay.
as I
Did you
snip
rate it already?
mine. I haven't rated
Are
it
you
yet.
going to rate it?
Mhm.
Yeah? Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna rate it. I think. What did we say? Sneak peek of what?
We already rated this?
This was this got
Oh,
reviewed
okay.
back in January.
Yeah.
I think Chris might have given it like a B plus.
Okay.
And I kind of see where he's at because it's super interesting, but I don't get quite for something 19 years old for something at this price point. I kind of want more depth. I want more flavor.
Okay.
And to your point, like we can definitely disagree. I think Van Winkle 10 at 107 has a little more flavor, a little more character going on,
Okay.
which I dig. But yeah, I'd probably do 7.25.
7.25.
7.25 on it.
That Heaven
Hill in 19.
Yeah.
This guy drinks in prestige levels, folks. You know, I don't
think
really
drink
get
in
to.
prestige
I really don't
levels. Come on.
really get to drink at that level that often. So
People like things more and less. Like it's totally. We both agree it's a good whiskey.
it's definitely
I definitely think it's a good whiskey.
man.
I
I don't want to share with nobody.
but you wouldn't have to with me. It's okay. It's okay. It wouldn't be the first thing on your bar I'd go for. So
all right, Burn.
all good.
All right. Well, I am going to rate this one with 8.25.
Mhm.
I really do like it. I think it's super interesting and unique, especially as we are getting into, maybe seeing more wheat whiskeys in the marketplace. There aren't many out there that's aged this long.
That's true.
So,
But
the
almost
uniqueness
none.
factor
Yeah.
the uniqueness factor is super duper high because this one is a wheat whiskey aged for 19 years. So the pedigree is there with the Heaven Hill product. The uniqueness of the maturity of the oak and kind of how it displays itself aromatically on the palate is just super good. 8.25. Does it lack a little bit, right? Compared to a bourbon, possibly. There are maybe sweet spots when it comes to rye whiskey and maturing those.
Yeah.
Maybe even wheat whiskey. This is one of my first time tasting something that's like 19 years old in the wheat whiskey, folks.
Yeah.
So 8.25 for my rating. Drew gives it a 7.25. Alonzo.
No 7. You said 7.25.
I just said 2.5.
Oh, I thought you said 7.75. So
Oh.
you went 7.25.
He did. And Alonzo
Sorry.
gave it 8.5. That is
Sorry.
a rating. Wow, for this
Wow.
Heaven Hill.
Sorry.
19-year-old. This is the 2025 release of a wheat whiskey 100 proof.
I feel like I just need to change it up sometimes for you guys. I don't
You
know.
never know,
Absolutely.
folks.
That was shocking.
That was
You
shocking.
Never know.
See, I can always surprise you.
Yes.
You really never know. Hey, that was a great way to start the show.
Cool.
Gosh.
Well,
Well, it's
Are we
water
taking
rinse
a break?
time.
Water
yeah,
rinse?
we got a water rinse.
Okay.
And then I think we already did.
Yeah, we
We
did.
already did.
Yeah.
Make that scroll across the bottom.
Make that
All right.
scroll.
Here we
Move
go.
on to
All right.
the next
Let's hop
whiskey.
in.
And yeah, as we pour, we can just I can just change my.
So, Drew, while you're pouring, just a,
Yes, sir.
Do the case discount button, or can I do
Um,
that? I just dropped some.
so
I have to pause.
while you're pouring, right?
my brother.
So
Yes, sir.
when it comes to this barrel strength release, these
Uh-huh.
limited releases with the, particularly this, right?
This is 110.2.
So does the age statement change on these releases as the years go?
Uh,
Or it just is what it is and it keeps the age statement? It's just
You're
a
talking
new
about
release. Yeah.
so Michter's never carries an age statement. Only the single barrel, 10-year, and up have
Okay.
age statements. Yeah.
So basically, this is like your general price age range for a rye. Basically,
This
keep
is-
it general.
This is age statement wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think older and older whiskey, it just tastes in the last couple of years like older whiskey's getting into these things. I feel like the barrel strength rye especially comes off almost close to that 10-year age statement. So
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is at least
A blend
in
of
the
some,
8-year-old
8,
range.
okay.
Yeah.
maybe a little 8
and
with a
maybe
little
some
6 or
old
something, a little blend.
blended in. Yeah.
Okay.
They get to play around with these. And the sequence of so we're on to the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye, the latest release.
Because I always wondered it because it's not age stated. So I was like,
Yeah.
when will we see a 9-10-year-old, you know,
Barrel
single
strength
barrel,
rye,
barrel strength
yeah.
rye? You know what I'm saying? So I just always wondered, like, are they consistently keeping that 6 to 8 years?
Yeah.
And just new releases, maybe it might be a different part of the warehouse. It's tasting different.
I'm sure it's changed. I think they try to keep this profile. I mean, they say year in, year out. The Barrel Strength Rye is also something they want to do kind of in that similar profile. But
Or the
you know,
rye.
those 10 years are single barrels.
This is not smelling like rye to me on the nose.
Yeah. Well, and
This is a little more creme brulee-ish to me.
Right.
There's nothing
yeah.
volatile on the nose. It's like it
Kentucky
smells
style
so
rye.
smooth.
It's always Kentucky style rye coming out of their warehouses. So you're talking high percentage corn. The
Man,
toasting that they do before the barrel,
I'm getting
before
marshmallow.
the charring.
I'm getting marshmallow.
It's always fun to have a Michter's limited release barrel strength, though, folks. I must say,
Yeah.
Michter's for me doesn't go wrong with rye whiskey, and what a treat. What
Yeah.
a treat,
It's like
always.
I'm getting lactose, some
Yeah, it's creamy. Yeah.
creamy, like
It's one of my favorite releases from these guys. They alternate the barrel strength. I think they do because they do toasteds. Remember,
Right.
that come out also.
Right.
Now, and I haven't actually seen this written down, but it appears that you're doing a toasted sour mash, a toasted bourbon, a toasted rye, barrel strength rye, and that usually subs out when the barrel strength rye comes out. So like we've had 2 years in a row now of the barrel strength rye. I think next year we won't see it. It'll probably be another toasted rye, which I think is cool too. Adds another layer of kind of what you're getting, that
Right.
sort of chocolate, some
I'm
of those
getting
darker
like
flavors.
getting like that saltwater taffy a little bit on my nose too.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, there is
On the
a
nose.
safely like note. Little salty
That's
caramel.
my jam right there.
Yeah,
I like that better
Really?
than
yeah, really can't go wrong
Yeah.
with
These
a
are
Michter's
really good.
rye,
Wow.
or the standard rye, barrel strength, 10-year. That's not fun.
Yeah, I love the 10-year rye maybe more than the 10-year bourbon when it comes
Yeah.
out usually.
wow.
Again, because it's that Kentucky style. So you're getting just a little more of that rye energy.
Yeah.
These have been really good the last few years.
This is
especially.
delicious, yo.
Yeah.
I've never had Michter's.
Yeah.
Um,
They make great whiskey.
I think most of the time I drink Michter's is only here at Chats. To be,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of friends outside of the industry
Chats. Oh,
per se. That too. That are heavy into
No.
bourbons.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
We're friends, folks.
Right.
Lenny, you know,
whiskey drinkers.
We're
Uncle
friends.
Lenny, Big Bro Brian, Big Bro Drew. But other than that, in the chats, family, friends, there's so many bottles on my bar.
Yeah,
I think
fair
that's right, but I have no Michters.
No Michters. All right.
I think I have to do better.
Well, they're hard to find, so that that's understandable. And I don't think they release a ton of their limited editions. I don't see a lot of them on the shelf.
Sort of mineral char finish. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
it's that combination toasting. I feel like creates this great like chocolatey, fudgy kind of
Yeah.
quality to
How long-
all their whiskeys.
How long have you had this open?
Uh,
Because it's incredibly
maybe a
smooth.
month. Yeah, it's definitely had a little
Incredibly
time to
smooth.
breathe.
There's no bite.
Probably less.
On the palate, there's no heat for me. I mean, there's enough to carry the flavor of the whiskey, but nothing that where you're like, okay, I'm letting this breathe. I need time. It's none of that.
Yeah,
And with
yeah.
this, going down, you get the warm sensation with like higher proofs. It's none of that for me.
Yeah.
The balance is solid.
So I texted James himself. He's
Solid
with you
whiskey.
guys in the background. He's like, I'm watching it live.
I need to.
Nice to have fans.
I need to definitely grow my Michters.
Grow your Michters. Even the standard rye and the sour mash, which are I think more readily findable, are some of my favorites. Just good.
What's the most you'll trade for toasted?
The most I would trade.
If you had to
for
compare
toasted.
another bourbon, okay.
Yeah. If I had to, the toasted rye or just the toasted
Toasted.
general? I don't know. What I've ever. Toasted rye, I would definitely
Well, let's
put in the range.
consider that. Think about it a little bit.
I'm gonna think about
And
it.
during our water rinse,
Broader rinse.
give yourself a little time to answer.
Okay.
That, right.
Cool.
But Drew, I'll have you go first on the
Scoring it?
Yeah, on scoring it, man. Let's go.
I think I just posted my review a little bit ago. I just think it does a great job. Like I said, super balanced. The cocoa and a little bit of the sort of dark cherry and that sort of thing comes out in the palate, which I love. But it's still got, especially a barrel strength, it's got this really nice energy. I think it's another, for the last couple of years, these have been winners. I'd go 8.25 on our scale. Yeah, 8.25.
Yeah, I'm going to tick up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Over that and do 8.5.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you, so?
I think I have to sit solidly at 7.75.
Peanut galleries is 9.
There you go.
You know, calories, it's not. All right.
Delicious, solid, balance.
I know you gentlemen are working hard. Take your jobs, but
Right.
other responsibilities, so I leave you. Thank you very much. for the
Enjoy, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It
Yeah.
could push to an 8, but I'm gonna go 7.75.
Yeah.
It's definitely delicious, smooth, love it, balance. Wow. I have to grow my Michters.
Yeah, dude. Start with a barrel strength rye.
There you go. Well, you heard it here, folks. Michter's limited release barrel strength Kentucky straight rye whiskey. This one at 110.2 proof. Alonzo 7.75. Drew at 8.25, and I give it an 8.5. Look at that. That kind of scales up, you know?
Yeah.
Between us. So, yeah, always good. I love the Michter's rye. Now, it sounds like you have a question to complete.
I
Answer.
I have a
Quickly,
hard
as
time
we have
answering that
our
question
water rinse.
because I've been so out of the trading game for so long. I don't even know what equates to what anymore. And I say that as a spoiled whiskey drinker that gets blessed to try these things.
Yes.
But I honestly don't keep up with secondary the way I should.
Okay.
I would say the toasted, these usually come in at like $1.20, $1.30. I don't know,
Feels
and
like
the toasteds,
300.
I could see them doubling, yeah. Somewhere in that $300 range, whatever that valuation is.
Okay.
Like I could see trading. My benchmark would be something like a single barrel Four Roses, which I love.
Okay.
I could see a bottle like that
Okay.
being a good.
Well, this is a new one for
Good
me,
trade-off.
folks.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had a bottle of.
Oh, now we're into Bombergers.
Never had Bombergers. I've had the one. What's the one that starts with
Crazy.
the S?
Crazy. Shanks.
Shanks. I had
Okay.
Shanks. I don't think I had Bombergers.
So you're talking about the Legacy series, as they call it. And for the longest time, since like 2015-ish, the Legacy series has been the Bombergers and The and the shanks.
Shanks.
Gotta figure out these hand signals. Um, freak me out here, man.
Shanks. Okay. I need to.
So so that's been what, like a decade of those two, and then
Folks, these are
heavy pour.
Uh-oh.
these are OGs.
Uh,
These are rare.
so this is super rare. This is the newest
Yeah.
limited edition.
These
I didn't
are rare, folks.
I didn't realize how rare this was because I haven't really seen this since they.
Who's seen them
Yeah, really? Okay.
Look at the color on it.
It's the Legacy series at Michter's. They don't talk about it like it's their experimental line, but it definitely feels like it is. If you go on the website and you compare like one year to the next on the Bombergers and Shanks, they give you a little bit of information, and it always seems like they're playing with the wood. They're doing or playing with the mash bill, putting a little more rye into it, or malted rye, doing a French oak finish. The Shanks
Yeah.
releases over the last couple of years have had like a portion of French oak, and so it's not surprising that they launched like a completely new and seemingly experimental release that is supposed to be a permanent addition to the Legacy series, but it's got a confusing backstory. I won't even articulate all of it, but it's essentially French oak, secondary aging of a Bombergers in French oak. They call it precision fine grain, and you can read all the details.
You know what's so
the
crazy about
website.
this though? You have to, from a person who's been playing with staves,
Yeah,
French oak is so strong.
Yeah.
You have to
crazy.
actually
you got to be
perfect
careful.
the amount of char level,
Right.
the contact with the wood itself. Like
The age.
it puts off so much so fast
Right.
that people who actually do it, like makers and even as
Right.
Bombergs, like they are skillful at what they do, because just stepping in, playing around, trying to learn, it's like, whoa, that was fast. This is
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
I didn't want that much.
It adds
Let
a
me bring
lot.
the char level down. Let me change the time of aging.
Right.
So everybody who's used French oak, who have masterful products, they put time in understanding using French wood, just like wines. They put time in, because French
Yeah.
wood does give you full body and flavor.
Yeah, fine grain oak,
It smells so good.
40 months, air seasoned, which Michter's, I mean,
I'm getting
they're wacky about their barrels. Their barrels are all crazy extra seasoned anyway, which
I'm
makes you
getting
get those great flavors.
getting that candy, that sugar, just
It's almost oatmeal raisin cookie.
Yeah,
That type of.
I've used that note before. Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that.
look at the color on this thing too.
I know what
mean,
I'm saying.
The depth is insane.
You know me, I'm biased when it comes to extraction.
Yeah,
Right. It's like as dark as the Jack. We expect the Jack to be dark. This has some real color, but
Right,
a little
right.
more mahogany in it.
This is insane.
This
I
looks
do get the
great.
red in there, some fruit.
Yeah. And it displays in the color of
It does.
the whiskey as well.
it's just like really, the baking spice is super concentrated too. I mean, you're talking like clove and cinnamon, just like syrup.
Yeah.
The nose,
Extracted.
the nose on this. I get some maple or something in here. Something.
Yeah, it's definitely a maple note. Absolutely.
The nose on there is like it's no fumes. It's no, you know what I'm saying? It's no,
Volatility.
I'm
Yeah.
just getting all enjoyable flavors on the nose.
The palate though. Whoa, that's red fruit like crazy.
Yeah.
That's freshness.
That French
of
oak,
wininess.
that French oak comes through very, very strong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, no
Brian.
wacky.
Like a little shut up the poppers or something.
Wow. I don't know. I'm beginning to be biased. I think I'm leaving Amberana, and I'm starting to fall in love with French oak.
I think
think
you should,
I
you
think
should
I
leave
am.
Amberana.
Oh God, folks. I think I'm falling in love with French oak.
You
though.
should definitely go to French oak. It is fun. What is it? The Bowman,
Bowman.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And a couple other things. Everybody seems to be playing with French oak in the last
Yeah.
couple years.
Right.
Like full maturation or full long finishing.
Mhm.
Wow, right. This
So
is
much fun.
so
Ginger-
easy to drink.
Gingerbread. Like really well baked gingerbread.
Like we used to go to the grocery store and get the gingerbread cookie, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember them days.
As it
Yeah.
as it breathes a bit, a little bit of the heavier kind of raisin like notes, and you get into more ginger, those secondary.
Yeah.
spices or what have you. This is super good.
I'm getting
I think it's a
I'm getting
very
some crazy
complete
vanilla.
whiskey.
Yeah.
From the red fruit, the kind of concentrated raisin radicchio notes. The wood is, warm. It brings well, as probably the mash bill.
No
Super
pause.
concentrated. There's a freshness across the palate that makes it very approachable, very easy drinking. We're in the springtime now for full flavor profile.
Yeah.
For an easy 100.2 proof points.
Yeah.
This is certainly a gorgeous.
Yeah,
Right
really
here
is.
at room temperature, it's drinking great. If you want to do something on the rocks during this time of the year, it's fine.
Yeah, a little
But
water.
I love how
Opens it up.
easy it is on the palate.
Even with some of those undertones are kind of peppery tannins, like from the French oak. Kind of get that sort of hum kind of on the palate. It's really nice. Cornbread.
Wow.
It's not just any.
Wow, that's good. I'm going to start off
You
the
should kick it off, man.
Absolutely.
rating here.
Absolutely. I don't even want to finish it in my glass right now.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm going to have to go 8.75.
Damn.
I like this.
I like it.
Now, of course, do I like high proofs? Absolutely, but this is such a beautiful balance and so much flavor. It's so easy. The wood note is there. It's the structure of the French oak for certain. Some might miss the very sweet kind of finish of an American oak or some other cask, but I really enjoy kind of the polished kind of the polished quality of this, but in a very much more of a old world-esque style.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
totally agree.
8.75 for me.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think all credit to not a lot of distilleries have a master of maturation that just deals with how things are aging in the barrel. Andrea Wilson over at Michter's does an amazing job. She's been with them for like, I don't know, 15 years or something now. She does an awesome job. And just the fact that this came out as probably my favorite new Legacy series. And honestly, I'd put it up there with the secondary, some of their toasted releases. I think it's as good, if not better, than some of the toasted releases they've done. So yeah, it's a home run. Hopefully they'll do more of it. What you think?
Lazo?
This is a gem for me.
Make you a
What would you rate
Michter's
it?
fan.
This puts me in like a fruit forward Pinot Noir, who on the back end gives you some rustic, herbaceous notes with some balance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 8.75 with you guys.
Cool.
This is delicious. This is amazing.
Nice.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right.
Trying to find a bottle.
We're finally in an agreement.
That is amazing. I might have to. I need to double back.
Look at that.
Double back.
Burgers. They are. It's
Yo,
amazing. It's
that
amazing,
is
man.
phenomenal.
We are 8.75 across the board. Lonzo, Drew, and myself give it an 8.75. How about that? Really, really cool stuff. So that was fun.
All right.
Of course, we're going to move on to a water rinse
Yep.
before we hop
Way ahead of you.
We've done about
into
2 of those.
the last whiskey that we have, like literally 7 minutes to
Jack
enjoy.
14.
Jack 14. Jack 14.
We're gonna hop on in there.
We're going to jump
What
into it,
an iconic
right?
production this is. Come on now.
I know.
Who all
So,
been searching for that?
well,
And dude, why do I get the least amount right there?
You only have 7 minutes. Come on.
you got 7 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got 7 minutes.
You
Y'all gonna
just,
keep it
just drink
going?
up. We'll keep an eye
No,
on
we
it.
can
you're
double
right.
back.
You're
We
right.
can double
No,
back.
No, this is
All right,
probably
all right.
because I'm gonna be out from
Oh, this is good.
JD 14. Supposedly this is the oldest thing yet from Jack Daniels.
Come on now.
Apparently
Come on.
they made 14-year-old.
Everybody's been looking for this. Everyone
Yeah,
asks.
has everybody been
Do you
asking?
have a 14? Do you have a 14? No, I don't.
Sorry.
It is, though.
I thought
I had to
I-
win. I had to win this one
I
myself.
thought
so.
I heard that Coy Hill had some 14-year. It was 14-year juice.
So maybe, but nothing's had an age statement on it since Jack Daniels
Yeah,
himself.
okay.
So when Jack Daniels was alive, there was a 14-year-old JD apparently. But this is the oldest yet. Rumor is they want to do an 18, they want to do a 21, which I don't know if that's a great idea, but
There's
they
no
probably got
way
some good
that
barrels.
there's no way that regular Jack Daniels tastes like this after 14 years.
Right.
There's no way. It's not even the same.
Well, supposedly they're moving barrels a little bit. I was reading that some of this stuff higher rickhouse floors, they've got to bring it down.
What
'cause
I'm
it's getting
saying
too oaky.
is, there's no way that Jack Daniels
Yeah.
tastes like this in 14
Yeah.
years. That's crazy. I'm gonna age me from Jack Daniels for 14 years. Wow, folks.
Yeah, it's also cast strength, which will get everybody excited. They do the 10-year and the 12-year now at what is it, like 107 and some other proof. But this is the only cast strength, so you're now in the realm of like the limited editions they've been doing, which is what they call the Heritage
proof
Collection too, right? This guy in batch 1 came out at 126.3.
Okay, my Coy Hill was 131, I think.
I was gonna say Coy Hill, and then they've had Hazmat come out. Like
Hazmat Coy Hill.
126 is 126 is surprisingly low. I would say for what I would expect. So yeah, it's
Wow.
that's close to probably what it went into the barrel at. I think they go in at 125.
I think this goes in the realm of Coy Hill. Not quite there,
Yeah.
but it goes in the realm.
Never tasted Coy Hill.
Yes, you have.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
True.
They didn't. I don't get JD for the website. So hey, Brown Foreman, hook me up.
Well,
Yeah.
my Coy Hill is like this. So the next time you're on the show,
dude, I'd love to try.
I'm bringing Coy Hill
All
next
right.
time you're on the show.
So did you do it in the show?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we got to do it again.
This is very delicious. This
dig
is
it?
crazy.
Yeah, I was very curious. I wanted to throw this in the lineup, not just because it's also a new release along with these couple Michter's products, but Michter's and the way they sort of accentuate the barrel with the extra toasting, and then you've got the Bombergers with the French oak. I was just curious how we'd roll into, because when I tasted this Jack Daniels on its own, I saw it as a little leathery, a little darker, a little maybe too wood driven. And I was just curious if I sort of leveled my palate out with some nice toasted French oak, that kind of thing.
How long this been open?
Not too long. Couple weeks probably.
Good.
Maybe a little longer.
I'm getting more. Remember I told you before the
Yeah.
show, I didn't get enough on the front palate.
Mm-hmm.
There was a back palate, the way the proof carry was good.
Yeah.
I didn't get enough on the front palate.
Yeah.
But if this has been open for a few weeks,
Yeah.
now there's more of a level of
Getting a
respect
little-
for the front
A little
palate.
rounded out. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think it still hits.
Wow.
It hits on the mid palate a little tannic for me. Still a little heavy on the barrel char and some of that kind of maple astringency. It's a good whiskey though. I like it. I would love to compare it to Coy Hill.
I wish you could have tasted this when he first cracked it open. Because I've tasted it with the fresh crack and I've tasted it like 2 or 3 weeks later now.
I didn't love it at fresh.
They're
crack.
different. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was good, but what I got now, it's like wow.
Yeah, it had to release some of the tannins, the structure, all the
Unwind
oak,
a little.
because we've enjoyed bourbons, and you kind of can sometimes call that somewhere between 10 and 14 years. Many times you have something that shows the wood coming forward, the fruit notes and sweetness kind of now reduced.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't quite get to the secondary flavors, right? Those
Yeah.
secondary mature flavors. Well, this is Tennessee whiskey, right? It's not your traditional bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
Jack always fused with this richness that maybe carries them a little bit more forward. We didn't taste as much structure in the 12-year version, right? Or
No.
the 10-year version, right?
Yeah.
Here at the 14-year, you're now getting into kind of maybe a structural characteristic of woodiness
Yeah.
that maybe in bourbons we sometimes see more in the 12-year or even
Right.
sometimes the
Right.
10-year.
Yeah, you're seeing
Right.
the tipping point.
But even,
Yeah.
But even the
It's
density
thinner
of the
a little.
liquid itself,
Yeah.
the oils in it, the density of it, like it's just
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Definitely curious to see what an 18 or 21 tastes like.
For sure.
Yo,
That's
if this is
that's a
14,
gamble I'm not sure
Well,
I'm ready to
let's
take.
say what
but-
you
I don't know because this is
into those-
19.
But once you
Sure.
it's the bourbon
Totally different.
versus the
Yeah,
Jack
but
Tennessee whiskey.
It's a wheat whiskey, no
but
less.
the level of
Yeah.
structure in this, compared to with the balance of the proof and the sweet tones, I think that we could see 14 at 18.
Yeah.
Now
Mhm.
21 could scare me, but I think this at 18 will be
I think
even.
if they want to do older age statements, they're definitely playing with these barrels. They're bringing them down. They're putting them on the lower brick house. They're keeping an eye on them.
Yeah.
So I could totally see it working. But
Wow.
It could work in probably where you'll get to those mature flavors
yeah,
at that 16, 17, 18 year mark.
right.
So I'm
No.
gonna start with you.
We're ready to
man.
rate.
What's your
While
rating?
we're rating, I'm gonna let you. Okay.
Rate first.
We got to eat later, rate later, rate
We
first.
got 1 minute.
I am at a. Jeez. I'm gonna sit at 8.75.
Ooh, all right.
Okay.
These two back to back, I like. Wow, this is a crazy
Yeah,
That was
lineup.
a cool
Yeah.
comparison.
There's a little more like some type of sweetness or density in the texture of the liquid itself that has me like, could go 9, but then I'm like talking Coy Hill, so I can't go that far. So I'm gonna go 8.75.
Okay.
I think I'll do 8.25. Yeah, I think Drink Hacker gave this maybe I think a B, which I feel like might have been based on a fresh cracked sample, that kind of thing. I think talking about how this definitely needs a little time to breathe, unwind a bit. I think it's I think it's pretty solid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I give it an 8.5. I'm
Look
right
at that.
there. I'm splitting,
we
between
love
wall,
we
right?
love this.
Absolutely. But I'm right
Extension
there
of
with
things.
you. I think the wood note is showing for more forward flavor wise. Love the whiskey, love the complexity. You really do have to sit down after a meal with this one,
Mhm.
and maybe after eating a steak because all these tannins are
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of throwing your way with the last two.
Good
But it's
red meat
really
bourbon.
present in the 14 year as far as the structure, the depth, the intensity goes. Of course, in this series, while you don't see me necessarily championing, Jack across the board, when you get here, it's a totally different ballgame,
Yeah.
folks. And
Totally
it's
different.
very much worth the investment. It's an icon of a brand. Shout out to Mr. Nathan Green, who was the distiller early on with it,
right.
and just the lineage and heritage that Jack Daniels has provided to the world with his whiskeys. So, gosh, man, this has been fun. Let me roll that ticker
I like this
with
with
our
Barbara.
actual
Yeah, it probably
ratings
does
on
look
there.
nice.
Alonzo gave it 8.75. Drew gave the Jack Daniels 14-year-old barrel strength Tennessee whiskey 8.25. I gave it 8.5. So I'm going to reiterate that. Jack Daniels 14-year barrel strength Tennessee whiskey. This is a 126.3 proof whiskey. Alonzo 8.75. Drew 8.25. I split the difference at 8.5. What a Whiskey Wednesday it has been. We got to finish it short, folks, because I got to get on the road.
Happy Mother's Day,
Happy Mother's Day
again.
to everybody.
Happy Mother's Day
All
for
the butters.
sure.
Congratulations, Danielle.
Indeed,
right.
indeed. Absolutely. Hey, folks, we're going to see you in 7 days, if not sooner. It was a great time.
Sounds good.
Drew Beard, I
Great
thank
to be
you.
back.
Whiskier on Instagram. Lonzo, appreciate it.
Cool.
Beans.20s. Keep on some cornbread. I'm going to
Yum.
be rolling out of this place
That's right.
with
Try
cornbread
that.
in my hand.
Excited about it.
You gotta try that. This is rare character cornbread.
Rare character cornbread.
Cornbread.
Oh, trademark that.
Ooh-wee. Indeed.
I'm gonna try it.
See you, folks.